Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity and for coming today. Before we started, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zahwa Rizki, and I'm from Surya Kencana University. My presentation today is to explain an article with the title Types of Slang Analysis Found in Kevin Hart's Twitter account, written by Permata and Putra from Mahasaraswati Denpasar University. I have divided the presentation into 4 parts. First, introduction. Second, methodology. Third, findings. And last, conclusion. Now, let's move on to the first part of this presentation. In this introduction, I will explain about the background of the research and the research question. So, for the background of the research, many people use social media as a medium to interact with others, especially on Twitter. We usually see teenagers use slang words to communicate on social media Twitter, and we know it as internet slang. But many people may become confused and wonder what those strange words means. So, there are 2 research questions. First, what type of slang in Kevin Hart's Twitter account? And the second one is what the meaning of the slang that has been found in Kevin Hart's tweet. Let's move on to the next slide, which is about theory. Allen and Burridge theory was used in this research, and they divided slang into 5 categories as explained below. First, fresh and creative is a slang that has a completely new vocabulary, an informal variation, creativity, or imagination. And second, we have flippant. Is formed of 2 or more words where the individual words are not related to one another's denotative meaning. Third, imitative imitates other words or word combination to produce a new meaning. And then next we have acronym is created by blending each initial of a set of words. And last, we have clipping is created by cutting out the longer words to create a shorter version but still has the same meaning. Alright, let's move on to the next slide, which is about methodology. In this study, the descriptive qualitative method was used to explain what types of slang and the meaning of it. And the data in this study was taken from tweets by Kevin Hart's Twitter account from May until July 2022. Now, I would like to turn to the next point, which is findings. The study discovered 20 pieces of data that belong under the categories of slang by Allen and Burridge theory. Based on the analysis, it is found that imitative slang was the most frequently used form of slang in his tweet, while the least used type is acronym. As you can see from this table, imitative obtained 13 data, while acronym only obtained 1 data. Let's move on to the next point. In this point, I will explain the example of each type of slang that has been found in Kevin Hart's Twitter account. First, fresh and creative. The slang word is dope, and Kevin Hart used that word to express his praise and appreciation for something good in a casual situation. And for the second one, the slang word is guy, and Kevin used that word to explain that he is in the gym with his best friend in an informal situation. Okay, now we are going to take a look at the second type of slang, which is flippant. For the first one, Kevin Hart used that word to explain something really awesome and unbelievable for him. And for the second one, Kevin Hart used that word to explain that his tour show are already started and he is excited to invite people to watch it. Now, I would like to turn to the next type of slang, which is imitative. The first one, the slang word is ain't, and Kevin Hart used that word in a casual situation to explain that Mount Everest does not get him because he is on top of the world in hyperbole term. Second, the slang words are so damn beautiful and so damn good, and Kevin used that word to express that he is really amazed about something beautiful and good. Let's take a look at this slide. The slang word is ASAP or as soon as possible. And Kevin used that word to inform his followers to buy his ticket show for the second tour in Toronto and Seattle. And the last type is clipping. First, the slang word is y'all, and Kevin Hart used that word, which means you and all, to refer to his fans. And second, Kevin Hart used that word in his birthday photo to make it simple in an informal situation. To conclude this presentation, we can say that slang is a very popular and modern language, and is thought to be stylistically inferior to formal and even polite casual speech. According to Alan and Burridge, there are 5 types of slang words. First, fresh and creative. Second, flippant. Third, imitative. Fourth, acronym. And last, clipping. This study found 21 pieces of data in Kevin Hart's Twitter account from May until July 2022. From those 21 data, imitative is the most popular slang type that is usually used in his tweets. Meanwhile, acronym is not commonly used. The slang used by Kevin Hart in his tweets are typically used in casual contexts. Okay, maybe that's all my presentation for today. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'm sorry if there are any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.